She rejected him in front of everyone because he looked poor and thought he wasn't worth anything. But she never imagined who he would become. Emily was known as the most beautiful and rich girl in the city. Every man wanted her, but she only cared about status and money. Daniel was completely different. Simple clothes, quiet personality, and a life full of struggle, but he loved her deeply. For months he tried to get close to her, not with expensive gifts but with small efforts, waiting for her after work, helping her quietly, never expecting anything in. Return people laughed at him, called him desperate, but he didn't stop. One day, during a big public event, Daniel finally gathered courage and proposed to her in front of everyone. The entire hall went silent. Emily looked at him, then at the crowd, and suddenly started laughing, loudly. "So this is what you think you deserve," she said. People around her burst into laughter. "You don't even belong in my world," she added. Daniel stood there holding the ring, his hands slightly shaking, but his face calm. He didn't argue. He didn't react. He just looked at her one last time and quietly walked away. That night something changed. No one saw him again after that. Days turned into weeks into months. Emily moved on with her life, as if nothing had happened, until one evening, the biggest business event in the city was announced. Only the most powerful people were invited. Emily was there too, dressed perfectly confident as always. But when the main guest was about to arrive, the entire atmosphere changed. Security. Tightened luxury cars lined up outside. Everyone stood up. A name was announced, but before she could hear it clearly, a man walked in, sharp suit, calm face, powerful presence. The same hall that once laughed was now completely silent. Emily felt something strange. She couldn't understand why her heart started beating faster. The man walked straight through the crowd, not looking at anyone, until he stopped right in front of her. She froze because she recognized his eyes, but before she could say anything, he slightly leaned closer and said in a low voice, "You were right, I didn't belong in your world." He paused, then looked at her with a calm smile. "But now you don't belong in mine." Emily couldn't move. The same people who once laughed were now watching her, but the real shock hadn't come yet, because the person standing next to him handed him a file, and what was written inside was about to destroy everything Emily had built. Comment part 2 if you want to see what was inside that file.